of August 2025, when you were called into a meeting with the ID to get involved formally into the matter.
Thank you. Yes. On 8th of August 2025, the investigating director convened a short meeting and informed me that she had decided to include me in the matter. And that meeting was attended by myself and Advocate Drew Ramsemi and the ID. It was only the three of us. She asked me to oversee the two matters, the Lushaba matter and the Khumalo and others, in brackets Mokwele matter, with Advocate Dushanta Ramsemi as remaining the lead prosecutor in the Lushaba matter and Advocate Lachwayo remaining the lead in the Mokwele matter. She further asked me to attend to an anticipated bail amendment application under Section 63 of the Criminal Procedure Act in circumstances where Senior Counsel Advocate Mushololo was said to be coming on board, and she wished a senior person to deal with the matter. Yes.
Is Advocate Mushololo senior counsel? Or do you mean a senior junior?
No, yes. I don't know if she's a senior counsel, but in the words of Advocate Johnson, she said, Serunye, I've heard that Advocate Mushololo is coming on board to represent the accused in the Section 63 bail amendment application. I therefore want somebody senior in my office so that they can match her. But I think at the time she was of the view that Lachwayo couldn't,
no, I'm raising it because senior counsel is a term of art, and
where defense, senior defense.
Yeah, and I think even though I don't really follow the proceedings in the case where she's appearing, I think her robes are the robes of junior counsel.
I appreciate that,
all right,
Commissioner. Yes.
Please continue.
Before you go on to the next paragraph, on this bail issue, because the issue was raised with Ms. Johnson, was it your now that you're on board from August, at this point, did you come to understand that Ms. Johnson knew that the bail condition that was imposed was not asked for?
Commissioner, I did not know at the time. Like I indicated earlier, I would have expected the prosecutor, Advocate Lachwayo, after the bail application, to give a report to Advocate Johnson. Therefore, I did not know how much she knew of what happened in court on that day and what she did not know. But as she's saying to me in that meeting, I'm bringing you in to oversee the two teams, the two cases, but also to attend to the Section 63 bail amendment. That is the specific instruction I'm getting to attend to the 63 amendment. My role was going to be that, but I didn't know how much she knew and whether the condition had been asked for or not. I think.
Thank you.
But as she's saying to me, Counsel, as she's saying to me, prepare for the bail amendment application. My understanding at the time would be, in whatever application is coming up, I must have a look into that, prepare for that thoroughly, since there's somebody senior also defending the accused in that application.
Advocate Serunye, in this meeting, were you being asked to take overall oversight of the matter? I know you specifically mentioned that you were asked to take over the bail amendment application, but did this extend to complete oversight of the two matters?
Indeed, it extended to overseeing the two cases, the Mokwele/Khumalo matter and the Lushaba matter, but with the two colleagues remaining as lead prosecutors, Advocate Ramsemi to lead the Lushaba case and Lachwayo to lead the Khumalo Mokwele matter. So I was coming in as a supervisor. Remember now it's clear to me there's no DDPP appointed into the matter, so I'm coming in after the fact as a DDPP to oversee the two cases.
Now, you had expressed a concern earlier that when you found out that it was Advocate Lachwayo who was lead on the matter, that she was junior, this was a big matter involving generals and all of that. Did you express this view in that meeting when you're being told that she would remain as the lead prosecutor in this matter?
No, I did not raise it, commissioners. It was a short meeting. Serunye decided to include you as a DDPP on this matter to oversee it. I didn't. It was a very short meeting, being told what to do, and it was the end of the meeting.
So you considered it more of an instruction and less of a consultation?
It was an instruction more than anything.
Okay, thank you. You can continue.
Right. After this meeting at 36, because of the instruction to oversee the case, I then proceeded to request the docket and the Section 27 referral to familiarize myself with the two matters, because now I'm told these matters came via a 27 referral. So I remember talking to the investigating officers and to the prosecutors to say, please give me the docket. I want to start reading these dockets. This would have been in preparation, especially for the impending Section 63 bail amendment. On 16, I think the docket were given to the dockets were given to me on the 13th of August. I'm continuing to read from the statement, line 2. On 16 August 2025, which, commissioners, was a Saturday, I decided, let me go to the office. I want to read these dockets and so that I can prepare thoroughly for the application. I read the docket for the first time. When I'm saying docket here, I'm referring to the Khumalo docket. It consisted of 4 volumes. Having done so, I then issued a trial preparation note to the team. I read it and finished it that Saturday. And I issued a trial preparation note to the team, together with an attachment setting out a series of questions and concerns. I then forwarded the email to Ms. Kukuni, who's the personal assistant of the ID. And this email and attachment attached to my affidavit as PS3. I deal with the substance of those concerns below. The investigating team.
Sir, you asked for the Section 27 referral. Did you receive it?
It was never given to me, Commissioner Baloyi. It was not given to me. I asked for it. I spoke with Mr. Brian Parayashe on about 3-4 occasions. And every time when I was asking for that, he couldn't give it to me. I don't think he had it, because he would say, okay, Advocate Peter, I'll come back to you about it. And up to about 31st of October, I was still asking for, I'm saying 31st of October because I remember when I'm checking my emails, I can see on that day I raised the issue again with Mr. Sisoko. I said the accused have asked for further particulars, and one of the issues that they are raising there is they want to be provided with a Section 27 referral. I'm still looking for this document. Do you perhaps have it? I was then raising the issue with Mr. Sisoko. It was on 31 October. So from August, I was looking for that document, but no one could give it to me. I spoke to the prosecutors. I was getting, Khatwa didn't know about it at all. She said she hasn't seen it. Advocate Ramsemi said she saw it, I think in the earlier part of the case when they were starting the investigations, but it appears either it was lost or disappeared. I remember she couldn't also give me a copy of that. She said she gave it back to the ID, but it appears the ID was also looking for it from her, so I don't know whether it was lost.
Did she?
At least up to that stage.
Yes. Ms. Ramsame, when you ask her or when you discuss with her the Section 27 and you ask for it, did she express anything about its contents, the one that she has seen? Did she express any concerns whatsoever relating to the Section 27 and the charges?
No, she did not.
Okay.
She did not.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Advocate Serunye, several times now you keep referring to Ms. Ramsamy as true. When we read the transcript 2 months from now, we're going to have a problem. So I'm going to suggest that you use the surname. I know you are used to
Yes.
how you speak to her in the office, but just for our benefit.
I'm very sorry about that, Commissioner. Yes.
Just before you continue, for completeness, Commissioner Baloyi, the email in referenced is at page 101, and that would have been sent on the 31st of October to Mr. Sissoko, where Mr. Advocate Serunye was indicating that one of the accused is seeking further particulars and needed to see the Section 27 referral. Is that what you're referring to?
Indeed. It's on which annexure?
It's annexure 10.1 at page 101 of the annexures.
Indeed, Commissioners. On annexure 10.1, on the 31st of October at 12:20, I sent an email to Mr. Sissoko. I copied the project manager, Mr. Tsepotlale, Advocate Ramsemi, Advocate Tlachwayo, Mr. Padayashe, and Chief Daylan Perumal, with the subject Khumalo and others. Good afternoon, Mr. Sissoko. We are in the process of answering the request for further particulars received from General Lushaba, accused 2. The defense wants to know how the IDEC got involved in the investigation of this matter, whether it was a Section 28 or 27 or 28 referral, and who referred it to the IDEC. In brackets, proof of such referral is needed. Do we have a Section 27 referral in this matter? And if so, where do we get a copy of same? Was it by way of a letter, as we hear from the evidence presented at the ad hoc committee, or by way of an affidavit? And I must say, Commissioners, I did not receive a response to this email from Mr. Sissoko and or from any of the colleagues who are copied on the email.
This is October, but you say you asked for it immediately after you had been brought on board, so this would have been in August already.
From the moment I was brought in on 8 August, I started asking for these documents and the docket, and by 31 October, I'm still looking for that Section 27.
Did you ever ask for it from the ID, Advocate Johnson, directly?
I did not ask it from the ID chair, but what happened is, as I was asking the investigating officers, I think somebody informed her that I'm asking this many questions about the Section 27, and I think I'm dealing with it on the affidavit. There's a stage where the ID called us to a meeting, me, Advocate Ramsey, and Advocate Tlachwayo. It was also a very short meeting. It was about during lunchtime. And when we got into the boardroom, she was already seated there. She looked very angry, I must say. And immediately when we sat down and she addressed me, the meeting was about her addressing me. She said, Serunye, I hear you are looking for a 27. You're asking many questions. Don't you believe my investigators? And she said, I have seen the 27. The ID has seen the 27. What more do you want? And I said, but ID, I'm the designated DDPP in the case. And I'm told this case came via referral. I want to see this document. And the accused are also asking for it as part of the disclosure or application for further particulars. And she said, no, guys, go back and work. The ID has seen this document. Okay. So that was the end of the meeting.
All right.
Chair, Commissioners, this is explained at paragraph 63 of the statement.
Perhaps let's not go there. Let's come back here.
Yes.
Yes.
Advocate Serunye, you can proceed.
Thank you. At 37, remember now, I on the 16th of August, the Saturday, 16th August, I sent an email to the team members with an attachment having a number of queries that I was raising. And at 37, paragraph 37, the investigating team then responded to my questions. And I also in turn replied. My questions and their responses were in blue to my email, annexed as PS4, and my reply is on 17 August 2025. In an attempt to address the difficulties with the charge sheet described below, I settled an amended charge sheet. The amended charge sheet reduced the matter to 2 counts, including a count of conspiracy under Section 21 of the Prevention and Combating of Corrupt Activities Act 12, 2004, commonly referred to as PRECA, and I attached in my affidavit as PS6 the charge sheet which I settled.
Before you proceed, maybe Ms. Bowe, are you planning to come back to these annexures and deal with them? I mean, I'm looking at annexure PS3. What is attached seems to be an important document that the witness is speaking to. I'm assuming the following. What's the
Commissioner
intention?
Baloyi, at the section that deals, at page 13, you'll see there's a section that deals with the concerns regarding the Mukweli matter. It will be followed by another section dealing with the concerns raised around the charge sheet and then concerns around the Lushaba matter. It is the contents of those annexures.
Okay, thank you.
Advocate Serunye, you can continue.
Paragraph 39. In or about September 2025, during a postponement held in the magistrate's chambers, the accused were brought closer to the table. I must say the court building was under, there was some construction going on in the building at the time, and most of the courts were waterlogged, and therefore we couldn't sit in the courts. And Mr. Mahlangu called us to his office, and that is where the matter was then postponed in his office. And on line 2, I then recognized accused number 4 on that day. I recognized accused number 4. Accused number 4 is Mr. Lekalakala. I recognized accused number 4 as a person known to me. We come from the same township and had played soccer together, a fact I had not previously appreciated. I consider that this personal association precluded my continued involvement in the matter, and I submitted a memorandum to the investigating director requesting to be recused from the matter. Commissioners, at the time when I was compiling the affidavit and signed it with the evidence leaders, I couldn't locate the said memorandum. I have, however, managed to locate it, and I gave a copy to the advocates this morning, the memo that I prepared and forwarded to the ID. I don't remember getting a signed memo from the ID, so I gave them the memo that I prepared, which I gave to one of our admin personnel to hand over to the ID. I have, however, at the time, I only annexed as PS7 an email communication, which I sent to the head of investigations and operations, which he was confirming that my memo was submitted to the ID. Maybe just to explain here, I wrote a memo, sent it to one of our PAs at the time, Ms. Dikeledi, I don't remember her surname. She then took it to Mr. Sisoko. So when I was preparing, at a later stage, about 3 days or so, I then sent an email to Mr. Soko because I was not getting any feedback from the ID. I asked if my memo asking him to be recused from the matter had been submitted to the ID. And Mr. Soko confirmed in that email, PS7, that yes, I have submitted your memo to the ID and she's attending to an ESCO meeting. She said she'll deal with the matter when she comes back. Paragraph, yeah.
Just one moment. Commissioners, the document that was just handed up is the email and the original memo prepared by Advocate Serunye. We've marked it Annexure 7.1 because it's associated with that paragraph. And the email the witness was referring to Mr. Sisoko can be found at page 74 of the annexures. It is the email at the bottom wherein he was asking, my apologies, his email, the original email is on page 75, so we'll have to work up. You'll see there's an email from P. Serunye to Sinyani, wherein he indicates that he handed over a memo addressed to ID and Mr. Sisoko, notifying them of his recusal, and he explains there how he knows the accused. Then Mr. Sissoko responds on the next page, not the next page, the previous page, at page 74, where he confirms that the memo had been brought to his attention and he had brought the memo to the ID's attention, but that she was attending a meeting. Yes, you can continue.
Can I quickly read the memo into the record, Council?
Yes.
That is Annexure 7.1. Okay. I wrote this memo then on the 16th of September. I then emailed it to, as per page 1 of the badge. You'll see I then emailed it to the admin personnel, Senyani Manchidi, with the subject recusal from the matter of State versus General Khumalo and others. Attachments, it appears I wrote that email on top of I wrote the memo on top of another document. That is why the attachment appears with the subject Estina request to NDPP. So I worked on top of another memo. Right. On page 1, the memo is directed to Advocate Johnson, Investigating Director, and to Mr. Sissoko, Head of Operations and Investigations, from Advocate P. Serunye, Deputy Director of Public Prosecutions. Subject, recusal as prosecutor in the matter of State versus General Khumalo and others. The memo is dated 16 September 2025, paragraph A, purpose 1. The purpose of this memorandum is to inform the Investigating Director and IDEC Head of Operations and Investigations of my recusal from the aforesaid matter. Background. About 4 weeks ago, the ID formally authorized me to be part of the prosecution team in the matter of State versus General Khumalo and others. The matter was already on the court roll, having been first enrolled on 27 July 2025. And it seems on the email I'm repeating the same mistake of date of 27 July. It's actually should read 27 June 2025. In August, the matter was remanded to 8 September 2025 for a formal application in terms of Section 63 of the CPA Act, brought by accused 1, 3, 4, and 7. On 8 September 2025, I presented the state's case, assisted by Advocate Joy Tlatwayo. The application commenced on that day, but not finalized. The matter was remanded to 15 September 2025 for continuation. On 15 September 2025, the matter could not proceed due to the fact that the Magistrate Court building was waterlogged and some of the courtrooms did not have electricity. The matter was then postponed in Chief Magistrate's office in chambers. The accused were called into the said office and stood behind us, in bracket us referring to the lawyers, facing towards the magistrate. Accused 4 was standing closest to me. When I turned back to look at the accused, I then noticed, for the first time since the first appearance, that accused 4 is the person that is known to me. Accused 4 and I grew up together in the township in Mabopane. We actually played soccer together for many years, albeit for different teams. For all intents and purposes, accused 4, in brackets, Josias, as we used to call him, and I are homeboys. Between yesterday and this morning, I have verified that accused 4 is the same person I grew up with. Thus, I have formally decided to inform IDEC management and recuse myself from handling any case in which Mr. Josias Lekalakala and his family members, in brackets, and associates are accused persons. I have already disclosed this fact to my fellow IDEC managers in an earlier management meeting held this morning. Conclusion, to avoid any negative perceptions and in the interest of justice, I'm formally recusing myself from this matter and any matter that may involve family members and or associates of Mr. J. Lekalakala. On 29 September 2025, I'm formally going to recuse myself in court before the magistrate, since I was still addressing the court when the matter was adjourned on the last occasion. I did not recognize Mr. Lekalakala in court on the 3 previous occasions. Otherwise, I would not have been part of the prosecution team right from the onset. Whilst I was part of the case, I prosecuted it to the best of my ability, and the record of the proceedings will bear testimony to that fact. I just do not want any wrong perceptions to be created by my continued prosecution of somebody that I grew up with. My name and integrity mean a lot to me, so are the interests of justice. This memo you'll see it was dated 16 and addressed to Mr. Soko and Advocate Johnson. As I indicated, Commissioners, I tried to locate the signed copy, I couldn't find it, but it is backed up by the email PS7, where Mr. Soko confirms that the memo was brought to my attention, referring to himself, Mr. Soko, and I have also brought it to the attention of the ID. However, because she's attending MENCO, and I was also on leave yesterday, we are only going to discuss it tomorrow when she's in the office. But what followed on this, if I go back to my affidavit, on paragraph 40, approximately 2 weeks after I had submitted this memo, 2 weeks later, the investigating director informed me that she had considered my request and granted it, but asked that I first complete the Section 63 bail application before withdrawing from the matter. I remember that day it was me and the ID and Mr. Soko. I was called into her office and she said, I received your memo and it's only fair that you recuse yourself from the case because you cannot prosecute a person that you know and his colleagues and associates. But she said, but because the bail amendment application has already commenced and it was almost